Okay, so I will check. Things should be working. You still see my screen like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Isabella is connected. Hello, Isabella. Welcome, everyone. So we'll wait 1 or 2 minutes more to have everyone connected. Feel free to say hi to everyone.
Hello, Bronwyn.
Hello, David. Yeah, more people are joining. That's great. Hi, Elliot. Happy to see you. Oh, it seems a lot of people from US. That's great. Welcome, guys.
Hello from Germany as well.
Okay, so I see that we have already a lot of participants. So I think we can already start, Magda. What do you think?
Yep, sure.
Okay. So welcome everyone to this webinar workshop session that I'm happy to lead today with Magdalena. So before starting, I think we can just quickly introduce ourselves, Magda. So do you want to start?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Magda, and I work in Webinterpret as a UX designer. Very happy to see you all here today.
And I'm Noémie. I'm from Paris. I'm working for Webinterpret since 8 years now, and I'm a product manager at Webinterpret dedicated to advertising solutions. And we started more specifically with eBay promoted listing. So yeah, so we are going to speak about promoted listing today, as you all know. Today we are spending some time with you to explain you what you can expect from using promoted listing with Webinterpret. So let's have a quick look at the agenda. First of all, we would like to share with you some key benefits of using promoted listing with Webinterpret. How you can check your performance will be the key and our main discussion for today. So we will go through our Webinterpret dashboard. We will show you how you can check and we will explain which metrics are the most important for you. And we will share as well some tips on how you can have some impact on your performance. And the last part of this webinar will be dedicated to introducing you to Promoted Listing Advanced, which is still in a beta version for now. But we would like as well to involve you a bit more in this topic. And Magdalena is going to conduct a little workshop session with you to gather your ideas and feedback regarding our future product. So let's start with this part. So as some of you are already benefiting from using promoted listing with us, it's not really a surprise for you, but others are not. So I just would like to remind you here why this is a huge opportunity for you to increase listing visibility even further on eBay. So our promoted listing service is quite impressive in that we manage your digital marketing strategy for you while scaling it across all of the international markets that you gain from our services. We also provide you with one centralized service in your local language, so you don't have to worry about managing this service in multiple different languages. It's a cost per sale model, meaning you will pay only if there's a sale after the buyer clicks on that same item within 30 days. And so basically, it's a no-risk solution for you. We are making it available both for Webinterpret items and your items. So definitely, it's an effortless solution, increasing your sales across all the markets you decide to have promotions on. So as I was saying before, our main topic for today's session is the value, how you can track your performance, how Webinterpret is supporting you in checking it and on being successful, of course. So as a Webinterpret user, you will gain access to our Webinterpret dashboard. And from there, you will have access from the marketing tab to a dedicated report for promoted listing service. How to track your performance. So as I was saying, the marketing dashboard is available 38 hours maximum after we create campaigns for you on promoted listing. From there, you will find overall metrics, but also details per campaign for each single market. This unique report gives you access in one single place in your local language to your all markets promoted listing performance. We will go through it in details in a moment with Magda. But before, I would like as well to remind you that we are also sending you via email monthly performance summary. So nothing more than opening this message, and in one click, you can view for each open market key metrics calculated for the last 30 days, and as well a link to the dashboard that we will show to you and for which you can see more details, of course, on your performance. So how to review your performance? So we will share here some video. Do you see it, Magda?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we can go.
Okay, so you will see here overall key metrics as details per campaign, and you can filter here these informations. So it can be filtered in different ways. You can review results depending on items origin. So if you would like to review items you are managing on your domestic market, you can do it. Or you can check the items managed by Webinterpret on international markets. You can select specific date range. It can be last 7 days, last 30 days, or it can be customed. You can check it directly clicking on the calendar and choosing the date you wanna check. Our advice is when you start using promoted listings, we advise you to wait around 1 week to already see some results after campaigns were set up. You can also filter here per market. You can compare different markets between each other, or you can specify and choose only one market to see the results for it. You can also filter on campaign status, so you can show only active campaigns results, or you can check it all, so it includes also post or ended campaigns. So all the filters you will apply, so whatever you will specify, it will update all these details, all the data which you see below on the report. So metrics, charts, and as well list of campaigns. So also we just want to remind you not to forget or to check what kind of filters you specified, because of course you will see the different data. Let's check and let's go to the metrics section. So you can see in the report different types of metric. You can track them. First ones are the metric regarding performance on sales and costs. So what kind of metrics you can see here? We have total sales here, referring to the total number of units sold via promoted listings managed by Webinterpret. second metric is organic sales. This is the amount of units, this is amount of money generated from promoted listings, but without any interaction with ads. Then we have ad sales. This is the amount of money generated only from ads, which depends on the ad rate fixed on each campaign. And the last one here will be overall ad costs. And this means how much you spend on advertising. So those are important metrics to check and to track. But also here, one remark, not to look on them independently, only, and we encourage you as well to look mostly at the next type of the metrics which are related to your ads performance.
So what we mean here, so we have other type of metrics that we are showing to you here. So there are 4 of them that I would like to present to you, which are really related to your performance regarding promoted listing. You have the overall increase, the number of items sold, the ACoS, and the return on ad spend. So basically, these 4 metrics are the ones that you should look at to understand really how you are performing and benefiting from promoted listing. Overall increase, it refers to the sales increase that you had thanks to promoted listing. So basically, the increase you won't see if you are not using promoted listing with us. The number of items sold, of course, is the ones sold via promoted listing. ACoS, it means advertising cost of sales. It's more used for cost per click model, but we can also use it for cost per sale model. And it's simply calculated by dividing your marketing cost by the revenue generated by your ads. So lower it is, better it is. And the last one, which is the most important one, that's why we put it bigger, it's the total return on ad spend. It's the value of the incremental sales you receive for every euro or pound or dollar that you spend on advertising. So yeah, as I was saying, this part is really important for you. You really need to understand these metrics to be able to understand your performance regarding promoted listing. And the last important type of metrics, which are shown here as well, are regarding the traffic generated by promoted listing. So they are also important if you would like to understand how you are visible using promoted listing. And for that, you have 3 metrics. Impressions show how many times your ads were displayed. The clicks, how many times someone click on your ads, and the click-through rate, which is a ratio of the clicks to impressions. So it shows how well ads attract buyers' attention.
And as said before, you can use the filters to compare your performance per market, but you can also directly compare it using the chart, using the selection of the metrics. Don't forget that this chart is also changing depending on the previous filters shown. Yeah, you need to pay attention about that depending on what kind of data you want to check. And the last section here you can see is of course the list of campaigns where you can view the same metrics but on each campaign directly in order to better understand your performance in details. So what kind of metrics you can see here? You have here items sold, so number of items sold via promoted listings for each specific campaign. You have here as well sales, which is total number of units you sell, total sales for merchandise sold via promoted listings. You can also check here ad fees, the total amount you spent on ads in your currency. You have here impressions to check, which show how many times your ads were displayed for item promoted in each specific campaign. You have here as well ACoS, advertising cost of sales, is simply calculated by dividing your market cost by the revenue generated by your ads. You have here as well ROAS, return on ad spend, which is the value of incremental sales you receive for every €1 spent on an advertising. It can be also in pound of dollars. And the last one here, it's ad rate, which is applied on this campaign, set by us, or you can also set this, this rate. And this is the percentage of your final sale price you will pay when an item is sold via promoted listings within 30 days of a click on your sponsored items. And just here a remark, this feature is available on standard only.
Yeah, so I will come back to this one just after. I just would like to emphasize on one thing. So as Magda was saying, here you have the possibility to filters by items. So our Webinterpret items or your items. Your items basically mean that you are also promoting items on your domestic market. You have from there exactly the same metrics, chart and details per campaign. So you can access exactly the same functionality, and you can also check the same performance for both Webinterpret and my items. So as Magda was mentioning as well, I would like to just mention one last thing regarding the potential of using this dashboard. So it's really valuable from this dashboard because you can already take actions on your performance, not just checking it. So if you look at this example here, you can see the list of campaigns, and you can directly edit ad rate for each campaign. So you can as well see our recommendation. And for example, here you can see that all campaigns are performing well, except the Spanish one, which is having less sales. So one of the reasons can be because of the ad rate, which is set up lower. So it's 2% fixed ad rate. And our recommendation, as you saw it, it's between 2.6 and 8.2%. So what you can do is already to try to improve it. And you have different options. The first one will be to apply a fixed rate at 3% to be up to the recommendation. Or you can as well edit and put a ad rate, ad range rate between 2%, for example, and 5%. Or you can as well directly use our Webinterpret recommended rate. You just have to click on apply button next to the recommendation rates that we are proposing here. Yeah, so I think that's it regarding the dashboard and what we wanted to show to you. I will go back to the presentation then. So here we just would like to speak about good experience with promoted listings. So here are some examples of sellers who started to use it for a certain time now with us. As you can see, some of them decided to use it only on certain markets, and others are using it on all the international markets. It really depends on your budget limitation, and it can explain as well why here you can see also some low ad rates. But as you can see, even with different type of products promoted and with different markets, we are already seeing an important overall increase and a significant return on ad spend. So it's definitely showing how it can be really a huge opportunity for you to start using promoted listing on your listings. Now let's start with the tips sections. So we would like already to give you some tips on how you can impact your performance. So the first one, of course, is regarding the markets. So be sure you are promoting items on all available markets you are already listing on. You need to make sure that you accept also the eBay terms and conditions for each of these markets, because otherwise we won't be able to start promoting for you on these markets. And you can access directly this information from the settings tab in the marketing section. The second one, which is really key for promoted listing standard, is the ad rate. It's the key for your success on promoted listing. It defines how you will be competing against others. So how to make the best choice in order for you to not spend too much money on advertising and as well still being successful. One recommendation from us is, of course, to use our Webinterpret recommendation rate. We are, thanks to our algorithm, suggesting you the best ad rate, taking these parameters into consideration: budget, as well competitiveness and product. So you can access it for each campaign using the edit ad rate button, as we just showed you with Magda in the previous section. The third one is regarding the listing in itself. Promoting items is also impacted directly by your listing quality. So well, we are already sharing with you as much as possible best practices to ensure your listing are high quality, relevant keywords in titles, high quality pictures, competitive prices. All of these parameters are really important. So you need to make sure your listings are optimized, and we encourage you to check one of our previous webinars on this topic, and also checking materials that we are making available to you on our blog. Last but not least is seasonality, which is also really important. Be sure you are promoting specific items corresponding to the seasons. Listing and promoting these items at the best moment is essential. So plan ahead as much as you can. We are making available to you our e-commerce calendar that can support you in this regard. So feel free to go to our website and you will be able to access it. Now, last but not least, we are now arriving at our best interesting part of this webinar, which is the future of eBay advertising. Promoted Listing Advanced is, for now, as I was saying, still available to only adopters, but we would like to introduce you to this new advertising solution and as well ask you for your participation to build our Webinterpret solution for you. So let's first introduce it a bit. So we already demonstrate to you all the benefits of using Promoted Listing, but Promoted Listing Advanced is definitely going to bring you at the top of your performance. You will gain maximum visibility, and at the same time, you will gain more control. So our Webinterpret service will still be an effortless solution for you, as our algorithm will be able to select your high-performing items and the best keywords. Constant cost optimization is key for Promoted Listing Advanced. So you will completely control and monitor your success based on our recommendation, of course, and depending as well on your budget. But what's the difference between Promoted Listing and Promoted Listing Advanced? These two solutions are just complementary. You should not oppose them. So as I was saying previously, Promoted Listing is a cost per sale solution that will give you visibility across the eBay network, so including all the search and listing pages. No risk, as you will pay only when there's a purchase within 30 days of buyer's click. And with this solution, you have less control on your performance as it's less customizable. You can only impact on your performance following the different parameters that we already reviewed together. So basically the markets, listing optimization, ad rate, and taking into account also the seasonality. Now, Promoted Listing Advanced, it's a cost per click model, meaning that you will pay directly on a click level. It's, of course, a higher risk approach, but for a higher reward, as you will gain more visibility. So, sorry. You will be at the top of the search results, which you should highly consider, as one in 5 purchases on eBay starts with a listing that appears at the top of the search results. So as you can see, there's a high potential. As I was saying previously, then these are complementary solutions, and you should not oppose them, but definitely consider them to be used together, as you will gain maximum visibility and completely control your advertising budget. So, are you ready? Now, full visibility is going with full control, as I was saying, and you understand that for promoted listing advanced, it's key. So in order to combine both promoted listing solutions and still make value and performance at the heart of our solution, we will soon adapt the marketing report to offer you both promoted listing in one single place. So for that, we would like to hear from you and ask for your participation during this last session. So Magda, I will give you full control for the rest of this last exercise.
Okay, sure. So I will just share my screen. Okay, is my screen Noémie?
Yeah, you should be able, no, I don't see it yet, but you should be able.
I see that it's disabled for me to share the screen, so maybe it will be possible for you to share the screen.
I just changed it. You should be able to do it.
Ah, okay, perfect.
I see your screen now.
You see my screen. Okay, perfect. So let me just quickly open. Okay, so now what like Noémie said, we really want to hear from you about what are your needs and actually how we would like to prepare this report for promoted listings advanced in the best and most useful way for you. That's why we prepared also a short workshop. So the goal is to identify missing problematic areas on the report. So I will quickly explain to you how it will look like, and then we will share the link so you will be able to perform the exercise. So it will take around 15 minutes. We really count on your feedback, on your comments. So feel free to write whatever comes to your mind, whatever you're missing. It's very important for us. So here you have the sticky note here, and we kindly ask you to provide the comments on sticky notes. So how does it look like? There are a lot of boards here. So we just ask you to choose one of them. So everyone can choose one full board. Please do not do together on the one board. So you have space for it. And here we have the marketing report. So this is proposed marketing report, which we currently which we prepared. However, like I said, we really would like to gather feedback. Maybe something here is missing. Maybe you would like to add something here or change. So here you have a lot of post-its. So use them. You can simply move them, put next to the problematic area, next to the area you would like to put feedback or give feedback. And when you double click on it, you can write something like from promoted listings. So this is how it works. Just for you to know, if you, for example, would need more post-its than what is already here, you can always copy paste it. So you do copy paste. So this is also how it works. And you can also delete it if you would like to a bit change it. So here is the full report. This is how currently it looks like. And on the right side, you have it split. This is exactly the same, but you have it split in a more details way. So you can put it next to the report, you can put it next to some particular part of it. It's really up to you. We are very flexible here, and you do it it's good for you. And just at the beginning are some details. It's very short. You can put your username, you can add your email address. This is something optional. And the same here. You double click, and then we just kindly ask you to fulfill here next to it yes or no. Those are the sentences. So if you're using promoted listing standard, or maybe you're using promoted listing advanced, and if you are interested to know more about promoted listings advanced, this is also for some future webinars or what is your opinion about that? So here you just write yes or no, and that's it. I think I said everything.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So I don't know, I mean, if you could share in the chat.
Yeah, I already shared it. Feel free
shared.
to join. I see that some people were already connected, so don't hesitate, join and just use post-it as Magda was saying. If you have any question as well, just feel free to ask here. We will be able to also answer during this time. So yeah, I see that some people are connecting. I shared the link in the chat, so you can find it there.
Yeah, so like Noémie said, the link is in the chat, and you can already start. Just choose the board, whichever board works for you, and just go through the report, check it, and yeah, feel free to write whatever comment, whatever thing comes to your mind. This is, like we said, very important to us, and we want to have this report as much adjusted as possible to your needs, and yeah, so it's very useful for you. So you can start.
As you can see, there are plenty of them, so don't hesitate and start using it. You will be able as well to see what we are planning. So it's interesting for you to have a look and see what is the potential features that are coming next for promoted listing, and what you will be able to access directly through our dashboard. So maybe I see that new people join. If you just join, feel free to connect to the Miro board. We are in the workshop session. We are right now gathering your feedback about the next features that we are going to release regarding promoted listing advanced. So feel free to put your comments there, and as well just have a look. If you don't want to put comments, you can just have a look and see how it would look like. But of course, feedback is more than welcome, because it will be useful for us and for you as well. Like that, maybe you can just zoom on the main dashboard that you are showing here, just to show to everyone how it will look like. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So as you can see, it's quite similar to the one that we already have for promoted listing standard, but we are adding new functionality. And as well, we will add more information regarding promoted listing advanced. So you will have, the idea will be to have both of them combined in one place, as I was saying. So you will be able to understand clearly how your advertising is working for both promoted listing solution. And you will be able to compare your performance once against over, and as well for the different markets. You will have the different metrics that we already demonstrated to you in the previous sections. And we added new ones as well, which are more important for promoted listing advance. The chart is also a bit different. So if you look in details, you should be able to view more information. And the idea as well regarding the list of campaigns is that you will be able to see all campaigns for both solutions. And we would like as well to give you more details about the results, because for Promoted Listing Advanced, as I was saying, you will be able to control more your budget and the performance than what is available today with Promoted Listing Standard. So the idea will be also to give you more information and more control. I see that someone raised hands, but I'm not sure if we are able to listen. So if you want, you can write your question directly in the chat, or if you did, probably. So I see some question regarding the ad fee. So regarding the ad rate, it's the ad rate during the trial of Webinterpret for international items. It's set up directly by us. And then depending on how you are controlling or not your performance after the trial, we are still taking over it. Or if you would like to change it, you have this possibility just after the trial. Of course, the ad cost is directly charged by eBay. So during the trial for international items, we are going to refund you for this ad cost. And after the trial, of course, you will be continue to be charged directly by eBay, and you will be responsible for it. I see that still some of you are there and putting some comments, so thank you very much. You still have about 5 minutes to leave your comments, so feel free for the new ones to join and come to the Miro board. I think we can just resend the link in case some of you didn't see it. Yeah, so I just send it once again. Feel free to connect to the Miro board and leave some comments on this report. Okay, yeah, I don't see any more people connecting to the Miro board. Magda, do you have something more to add regarding this Miro, well, this workshop session?
No, that actually will be all. So yeah, we wanted here to gather the comments, and from the workshop site, it's all what we prepared and what we had here.
The access to the Miro board will be still available after the webinar, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can still add comments after that, and yeah, you can come back to it and add comments if something will come to your mind.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Do you want to finish presenting the slides,
Mm-hmm.
Magda?
Sure.
It will avoid changing again. Yeah, so you can go to the next one.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I would like just to, for the last 2 minutes, to thank you, of course, for your participation, and just to bring your attention to a few, to 2 things. So the first one, yeah, it was a real pleasure, I think, for both Magda and me to share this moment with you. We would like to have more, so definitely feel free to let us know if it was interesting for you or not. In case you have any question regarding promoted listing solutions, solution, or you just would like to exchange more about your experience on advertising, feel free to contact me directly. Here is my email address, so you can use it, and I will be more than happy to answer to you. There is also some link, as you can see at the end, on the how to access and view Webinterpret promoted listing reporting. So this is just what we demonstrate to you. You can also access through this article. And the last thing that I would like to bring to your attention, Magda, if you can just change the last slide, is that we are also now very happy to propose to you our shipping and return solution. So if you haven't heard about them yet, you can already check all information about it in our website, but you can also directly contact us. So Maciej will be really pleased to give you more details about our new solution. So feel free to contact him directly using his email address. Thank you, Magda. It was a real pleasure to do it with you. Thank you to everyone who was able to support us in preparing this event, and I hope we will have much more about promoted listing and other advertising solution. Have all a nice day.
Thank you all.
Thank you.